what you see on TV in the U.S. Just a lot of poverty, starving children.
Stuff that we learn in textbooks is not actually what goes on.
So I'm like the first in my family and generation to actually come and visit and come back.
Is somebody going to be hustling, bustling you, probably trying to rob you or whatever? So here, yes, you can do that.
Ghana blew me away. Ghana blew me away with its community and unity in the community.
They're trying to take our history away from us out of the classrooms, and y'all have that here. I don't believe in taking a lot of drugs, but anything that's plant-based, I'm for it.
It's hot.
It's hard.
High.
Hi.
High as hell.
Wow.
The cost of living?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so guys, I'm back again with these two beautiful women. Please, what's your name?
Charismatic Carissa.
Charismatic
Carissa.
Wow, that's nice.
And I'm April.
April.
Yeah.
That's nice. I'm Kasative, as you can see.
Kasative, okay.
Nice meeting you.
Nice to meet you too.
Wow. Where are you from? Where are you from?
I'm from Texas in the U.S.
Oh, okay, that's nice.
Yeah.
How long have you been in Ghana?
We got here yesterday. Now this is my second time in Ghana though.
Okay.
So, but I did this particular visit. I got here yesterday.
Wow. Is Ghana your first African country ever?
It is. Ghana was the first country that I visited when I came in Africa. Yes.
Oh, okay. So far, what's your total view about Ghana?
So I'll tell you about the first visit because I haven't had them many days. So Ghana blew me away. Ghana blew me away with its community and unity in the community. Like everything here, people buy from the people. Whatever you need, your household essentials, whatever that is, you're a very close-knit, community-oriented. I also noticed that there's a lot of modernization going on. There's a lot of construction going on here, and I can just really see that Ghana is going to grow. It's going to be progressive, and it's going to be on the map. It's going to be bigger than Nigeria. It's going to be bigger than Ethiopia. It's going to be bigger than anything.
Now, before you came to Ghana, what was the perception you had about Africa?
What you see on TV in the U.S. Just a lot of poverty, starving children, black people not thriving, progressing forward, and that could be so far from the truth.
And is that what you saw when you came?
That's not what I saw when I came.
Wow.
When I came, like I said, I saw people working together, community oriented. They buy from each other, they support each other, they are living life on a daily basis together, and without outside influences of anything else.
Right. And let me talk to April, right?
Yes.
How long have you been in Ghana too?
I got here yesterday. Also. Yes.
Wow. Your first time here?
Very first time here to the motherland. I chose Ghana.
Definitely.
Yes.
She convinced you to visit Ghana.
Yes, she did.
What made you accept the invite?
Well, I knew she was a great person.
Okay.
She puts on the best trips, right? And just understanding the culture. So like when I go to different locations, especially when I travel abroad, I want to be immersed into the culture, not just going and staying on the resort or in the hotel. I want to see like what people are doing actually in the city.
Yeah.
To understand like what is the culture is about, because stuff that we learn in textbooks is not actually what goes on in Ghana. So yes. So,
what have you learned so far?
woo! What haven't I learned? Oh my God! So I went to we went to a museum earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, the National Museum.
Okay,
Yes,
okay.
and I learned about how it was taken over by like different countries, so like the Dutch, the Europeans, and then how y'all got to the point of your independence, right? But then also learning about the different tools that y'all utilize. What really took me was the different medicine plants that y'all use. Yeah, so, and I love stuff like that because I'm medical, and I don't believe in taking a lot of drugs, but anything that's plant-based, I'm for it, because I know it's not going to cause harm to our bodies. And then the different, like the war stuff, I don't want to, but the war uniforms. Yes, I was like, oh my gosh, but just seeing it, I was like, is that what they wore to war? And that's exactly what it was. So I was like, wow, like, it's just great to just see the different eras of how y'all got to where y'all are now.
Wow.
So, and it's good to understand your history because that's stuff that we don't learn about as African Americans in the United States because they're trying to take our history away from us out lot of the classrooms, and y'all have that here. Y'all have people that's telling about y'all history, and that's stuff that our grandparents or our great grandparents wouldn't really talk about because they're like, hey, we fought for y'all to get to where y'all at, so we just want to go ahead and wipe that out. But no, we need to know about that because history repeats itself.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
yes.
Now, talking about the cost of living in US, how is it?
It's high.
It's hard.
High.
High.
High as hell.
Wow.
The cost of living?
Okay.
Oh my God. Now, I live in the southern part of the U.S.
All right.
So I would say we're mid-range. But when you look at the east side, the west side, it is a high, very high cost of living in the U.S. But I will say this. That cost in the U.S. afforded me to come to Africa. I got here on that money. Okay, I got here on that money. So I made that money, then I run in here and visit.
Wow. Because I mean, when you bring the dollars and you change, it's high in Ghana.
It's high. Yes.
Wow,
yes,
I see.
Yes.
So because of the cost of living, that's why you left there and came here.
And come here. I use that money that I made over there and come spend it right on over here.
Why though? I mean, why? Yeah.
Well, kind of what she was saying when we talk about our parents and things of that nature. My parents and my generation, even though they can't really give that history back to me because it's like 200 years ago. So those ancestors are not living to tell those stories. So if they didn't tell it to my mother and grandmother, then they can't tell it to me. So just like April was saying, we have to come here and learn it from you guys, the local culture, to give it back to us because we can't talk about it, or they can't talk about it as thorough as you guys can talk about it. I learned the folk tale today about the spider. And how the grandmothers told the stories to the little kids about the spiders. Didn't even know that happened. But like I said, my mother wouldn't be able to share that with me because her mother didn't share that with me because none of them ever came back to Africa. So I'm like the first in my family and generation to actually come and visit and come back. Nobody else in my family has been to Africa.
It's so nice. What are some of the challenges you've encountered?
The only thing, we got time. The only thing would be kind of like purchasing. They're trying to sell the arts and crafts and things that they made. I understand that it's a part of your everyday life. But in the United States, we are very catered to the first or second answer is the answer. Okay. Like right in here, they keep asking about 16 times. Right. Yeah, so that's just the only thing because we want to be polite. And after you say no, you feel like you're being mean, and I don't want to be mean, but that's kind of like the only challenge. Okay.
All right, that's nice. What about your final, your total view about Ghana?
Ooh, the food. The
food
is delicious.
Okay.
And let me tell you something. I thought the portion sizes were going to be small because normally in America our portion sizes are very large. But the food and the prices. Okay. So yeah,
prices are cool.
Like last night, all like 6 of us ate, and it was only $180. Okay. But in the States, for what we had, probably would have been like $600-$700 for all of us to eat.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are you comparing the safety in US and then in Ghana? Which one is better?
Oh, of course, America, because I mean safety to my okay, hold on. If we want to talk about safety, like people walking and stuff like that, oh yeah, you can do that here. Not in the States, not in DC, not in New York. You can't do any of that stuff because it's somebody going to be hustling, bustling you, probably trying to rob you or whatever. So here, yes, you can do that. Now I'm gonna tell y'all about the traffic. That's a totally different thing, but I like the fact that y'all have y'all police officers out here directing what I guess it might be called traffic control. So that's a good thing because sometimes we sit at the light and you be waiting for a minute in traffic. So I live because I live in Washington, D.C. and it takes me without traffic 30 minutes to probably get to work. But during rush hour traffic, maybe an hour and a half to get home. And hopefully there's not an accident that could turn into a 2-hour drive. But yes.
Nice having you.
Yes.
Thank you for your time. Guys, subscribe, like, and comment. We see you in the next video.
Yeah.
Bye-bye.